Absolutely. And I think one of the key thing is that, when you spoke about empathy a lot, and I think sometimes people do not understand, and could have used some additional educations in terms of the differences between sympathy versus empathy. And especially when when people that are, I'm sure that, you do not want people to say, oh, I'm so sorry, there's nothing to be sorry about,
Mhm.
but instead
Exactly.
of like, I understand where you're coming from.
Exactly. I think that's a great way to look at it is I'm sorry versus I understand.
Yeah.
Or I
So
want to understand, or I'll sit with you with this feeling.
yeah, I mean, because no two people are the
Hmm.
same.
Hmm.
And no, I know that this is in your book, is I think it's no two autistic people, two autistic person are actually the same because everybody has a slightly different, you
Hmm.
know, um, there's a slightly difference. And I will
It's
stop at that
good.
because I'm not quite sure how best I can just depict that. You wrote that in your book already.
Yeah. I don't want it to be that we're
Mhm.
all the same. And I think the more I think about it, the more I think if we all fought and acted the same, it would be really boring.
Boring.
And we'd probably all be robots. And we just didn't admit that we were robots.
Well, now we just have to check that at box. I am not a robot. You
Yeah.
know,
Maybe we are
the
robots.
catcher.
Maybe we are robots and we've achieved consciousness. I really don't know. I don't think that's what's happened, but stranger things go on in the universe. So, but thankfully, we are all unique in how we work and experience the world. And even when we think about like that thing that I was saying about how no two autistic people are the same too, that goes for any marginalized group. That just because you met two people from the same culture or similar background or they're from the same place, that doesn't mean that they're going to be exactly the same or have the same preferences or the same personality. There are plenty of autistic people I get along with. There are plenty of autistic people I absolutely do not enjoy speaking with because we're just different people, or that we aren't all just innocent little nice lambs. And sometimes people think that about people with disabilities is you're all these like innocent, cute little kids. And sometimes adults can, be mean. They can be difficult. They can be just not your cup of tea for whatever the reason. So I think that's something that's really beautiful is that not every one of us is going to be best friends because we have a shared experience. And not every single one of us is going to have that same experience, that having maybe one label in common or one identity in common doesn't mean that we are going to just immediately vibe. And that's cool.